Hello children, welcome to your English grammar class. I'm Momita and today I'll be discussing the topic conjunction with you. Now, what is a conjunction? Conjunction is one of the 8 parts of speech and it deals with joining the sentence. It is that part of speech which joins two sentences, right? Now, as you can see on the board. Now, before I show you the board, conjunctions, as I've told you, help in joining the sentences. Words like and, but, so, because, yet, though, although, nevertheless, etc. These are all conjunction. Now, if you can look at the board, see, by definition, conjunction is a word which is used to link or join thoughts and ideas within a sentence. They create a flowing sense. Now, what do you understand by flowing sense? Flowing sense refer to the continuity in the sentence. If you look at these sentences, see, the girl is pretty, the girl is kind, she has a blonde hair, she has green eyes, she is wearing a blue jacket, she is wearing a white t-shirt. Now see, all these sentences seem to be broken. Now when I join these sentences with conjunction, then I can see there is a sense of flow. The words, the sentences seems to be well knit and they create a flowing sense, continuity in the sentence. The girl is pretty and kind. She has blonde hair with green eyes and she is wearing a blue jacket on top of a white t-shirt. Now these things, and, with, and, on top of, these are all conjunction because these words are joining these small sentences and thus these are creating a flowing sense in the whole sentence. The sentence sounds better. Now, as you can see, conjunctions can be divided into 3 categories: coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction, and correlative conjunction. Now, what is coordinating conjunction? Coordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which join two words or phrases or independent clauses or sentences of equal structure. Now, before I continue, you need to understand what are independent clauses. Now, if I say, I ate rice, full stop, I ate dal. I ate rice, I ate dal. Now, these two sentences are independent, right? Now, when I'd be joining these sentences, I ate rice and dal, so it seems that both the sentences are of equal rank. Then, if I say he is not only rich but also kind. Now see, the two phrases, he is rich, he is kind, none of these parts are dependent on each other. So when the two parts of a sentence are not dependent on each other, then those are independent phrases or independent clauses. They are the sentences of equal structure. None of the parts depend on another. Now, coordinating conjunction can be further subdivided into 4 categories: cumulative, alternative or disjunctive, adversative, and illative. I'll be discussing all these parts later, but before that you need to understand what are coordinating, what are subordinating, and correlative. So coordinating, as I said you, when two words or two phrases or two independent clauses would be joined by conjunctions like and, for, but, yet, both, then these are coordinating conjunction. Next we have the subordinating conjunction. These conjunction joins one principal clause and one or more subordinate clause. Now, what are subordinate clause? Subordinate clause refers to those clauses or those part of a sentence which are dependent on the other part. Now, in a sentence, there can be one principal clause and many subordinate clause. Like, if I say that he had come before I went. Now, in this sentence, he had come is independent. Before I went is dependent on the first part, because it doesn't make sense. It depends on the first part. Next, if I say many changes have happened in the city since I left. Now, many changes have happened in the city is independent, and on this thing, since I left, this part is dependent on the first part of the sentence. So again, many changes have happened in the city is the independent clause. Since I left is the dependent clause. So when two parts like this are joined with conjunction, then those conjunctions are known as the subordinating conjunction. Now, subordinating conjunction again can be divided into the following categories: subordinating conjunction of time, subordinating conjunction of reason, subordinating conjunction of result, subordinating conjunction of consequence, subordinating conjunction of contrast, right? Again, I'll be discussing these things, but before that, the correlative conjunction. These conjunctions are always used in pairs. You don't use them singly. You use them in pair, like either or, neither nor, not only but also, both and, no sooner than, etc. Now I'm going to explain you the categories of conjunctions one by one with example. Please look at the board so that you can understand the whole thing. Now see the first part here, coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction can again be subdivided into four categories: cumulative or copulative, alternative or disjunctive, adversative and illative. Now, what do you understand by cumulative? The word cumulate means to unite, to join. Now, it joins two statements or similar facts. So the statement has two, the two statements must be similar. Words like and, both, as well as, not only but also, they are all cumulative or copulative. Before continuing further, once again, what are coordinating conjunction? Coordinating conjunction refer to those conjunctions which helps in linking or joining the phrases or sentences of equal rank. That is, both are principal clauses. There is no subordinating clauses. Now, if I say he played cricket, he played hockey, these two parts are completely independent. None of the part is dependent on each other, and I can join it by a simple and, like he played cricket and hockey. So the facts are very similar. So it is cumulative or copulative. Now if I say he is both a teacher and a student, he is a teacher, he is a student, very similar facts and has been joined by both and. So again, cumulative. As well as, now Ram as well as his brothers is cunning. Ram is cunning, his brothers are cunning. So when I join this with as well as, I see both the sentences of equal rank are joined together here. So again, cumulative or copulative. Not only but also, he is not only smart but also intelligent. Now he is smart, he is intelligent. Again, two very independent phrases, none of them are dependent on each other, and the ideas are also very similar. So again, cumulative or copulative conjunction. Now, Alternative means this will join, this will provide choice between two options. There would be two options and the options would be joined. Like if I say either Ram or Mohan will play the game. So either one, either Ram or else Mohan, any one of the two. So it gives us alternative, it provides choice or alternative, right? It is used, okay, now neither Ram nor Mohan will play cricket. Again, alternative. Walk fast, otherwise you will miss the train. So again, alternative. Either you walk fast or you are going to miss the train. Either this or that. Again, alternative. So alternative conjunction provide choice between two options. Adversative, they will join two opposite or contrary statement. Like cumulative join two similar facts, adversative will join two completely different or contrary statement. However, there would be both the parts would be independent. Both the parts of the sentence that are joined, that is joined by both the parts of the sentences which are joined by adversative conjunction are independent. So none of them are dependent on each other. Like Ram is intelligent, but he does not stand first in the class. So Ram is intelligent, he does not stand first in the class. Both are independent, none of them depend on each other. So it is a coordinating conjunction. And what kind of coordinating conjunction? It is showing adversative facts or contrary facts, two different kind of facts. So it is adversative. My brother cheated me, still I respect him. So cheating and respect both are very different from each other. They are contrasting things, right? So again, this is also still and yet, adversative conjunction. He did not have invitation card, nevertheless he went to attend the party. He did not have the invitation card, this is one fact, and contrary to this is he went to attend the party. So again, contrast. Ram plays while Sham studies. Both different ideas, right? Now finally we have elative. It shows cause and effect. Like it is raining, that's why there will be no match. He was a thief, therefore he was punished. So cause, what is the cause? What is the effect? There will be no match. And what is the cause behind not playing the match? Because it was raining. So elative conjunction will show cause and effect. He was not well, so he could not play the match. Again, cause, what is the cause? He was not well. And what is the effect of his not being well? He could not play the match. So elative conjunction will show you cause and effect. Now subordinating conjunction are those conjunctions which joins the sentences of two different rank. That is, one is the principal clause which is not dependent on any other part, and the other parts are subordinating clause, that is dependent on the principal clause. Now subordinating conjunction can be classified into under the following heads: conjunction of time, conjunction of reason, conjunction of consequence, conjunction of condition, conjunction of contrast, conjunction of comparison, conjunction of manner. Now conjunction of time gives us a sense of time, and it includes words like before, after, since, till, until, as soon as long as. So they will give us a sense of time. And the two phrases would be of unequal rank. One would be principal and the other or others would be dependent. He played chess after my father had slept. So he played chess, it is independent, it is principal. When? After my father had slept. So it is telling us a time. Many changes has happened in the city since I left. Again, changes have happened. When? Since I have left the city. So time, till, until, as soon as, these are all examples of conjunction of time. Conjunction of cause or reason. Now this conjunction introduces the reason of any action. They tell us the reason of an action. Words like because, since, as, for, that, lest are examples of conjunction of reason. Now, I could not attend the party. Why? What is the you could not attend the party for what reason? Because I was suffering from fever, right? Next, he will attend the party marriage. Why? Since he got the invitation. So again, it shows us the reason of an action done. Now we have conjunction of result. Why a particular thing happened? It introduces the result of an action. Like, he is so weak that he cannot walk. So he is weak, and what is the result of his weakness? He cannot walk. Conjunction of purpose will you don't have conjunction of purpose. There was another conjunction of purpose, but it is very similar to conjunction of reason, so I have skipped that. Now, conjunction of condition introduces the condition of an action. Like, if he comes to the party, I will not come. So under what condition I will not come? If he comes to the party. Then, in case it rains, the match will be cancelled. Under what condition will the match be cancelled? In case it rains. Unless can be used both for time and for conjunction for condition. I can go to Africa provided you also come with me. Conjunction of reason. Conjunction of concession or contrast. Now, it will show you contrasting facts. Though, although, yet, however, notwithstanding. These are all conjunction of contrast. Like, although he is poor, he is honest. Though he is honest, he is not smart. However hard he may try, he cannot be successful. Fine. Then we have conjunction of comparison. It compares two things. Like, Sita is as beautiful as Reena. Ram is not more intelligent than you. Finally, conjunction of manner. It will tell us the way or manner of an action. As if, as though. These are examples. Like, she behaves as if she were a queen. You will get the result as you work. Finally, we have the correlative conjunction. They are always used in pair, like either or, neither nor, not only but also, both, had, no sooner than, etc. So thus, this is all about conjunction, children. Hope you have understood it, and the video has also been helpful to you. Thank you for attending the class. Goodbye.